Imagine a woman wielding supreme power in a world dominated by men. Wu Zetian, a name often forgotten in the annals of history, was the only female emperor of China. Her reign was a tapestry of revolutionary change, challenging the very fabric of society and politics. Born in 624 AD, Wu Zetian came from humble origins, yet her ambitions soared above her station. She entered the royal court as a concubine and quickly caught the eye of Emperor Taizong. This pivotal moment set the stage for her extraordinary rise. After Taizong's death, Wu's fortunes shifted dramatically. She became a nun to escape the confines of the court, but her political acumen could not be contained. She returned, not as a mere concubine, but as a formidable force in the Tang Dynasty. Wu Zetian's intelligence and strategic mind garnered respect among the elite, which allowed her to ascend to the role of empress consort. Her marriage to Emperor Gaozong solidified her power, opening doors to unprecedented influence in governance. As Gaozong's health diminished, Wu Zetian seized the opportunity to consolidate her power. She ruled from behind the scenes, skillfully maneuvering political alliances and purging rivals to secure her position. In 690 AD, Wu Zetian made history by declaring herself emperor, a title no woman had ever held before. This audacious move shocked the empire and transformed perceptions of female authority in an era of male dominance. Her reign, known as the Zhou Dynasty, was marked by sweeping reforms that improved the lives of common people. Wu implemented land redistribution policies, ensuring access to resources for the impoverished, a revolutionary act for her time. Wu Zetian also championed education and meritocracy. She established a civil service examination system that allowed individuals from various backgrounds to serve in government, dramatically altering the traditional aristocratic structure. Despite her progressive policies, Wu Zetian faced fierce opposition. Her rise was met with turmoil, as critics labeled her a manipulative usurper. Yet her resilience and shrewd strategies silenced many of her detractors. To secure her legacy, Wu Zetian engaged in extensive propaganda, presenting herself as a divinely chosen ruler. She employed poets and scholars to craft narratives that glorified her reign and justified her unprecedented authority. Her reign lasted for 15 years, and during this period, Wu Zetian expanded China's territory and strengthened its military. Her efforts connected remote regions to the heart of the empire, fostering trade and cultural exchange. However, the later years of her reign were marked by increasing paranoia and brutality. Wu Zetian executed numerous adversaries and perceived threats, a dark shadow overshadowing her earlier achievements. In 705 AD, Wu Zetian was forced to abdicate, marking the end of her controversial reign. Despite this, her influence persisted long after her departure from the throne, as she shattered gender norms and redefined female authority in China. Wu Zetian's legacy is contentious. While some view her as a tyrant, others celebrate her as a pioneer for women's rights and leadership. Her story continues to inspire discussions about power and equality. Wu Zetian's reign may have ended, but her story resonates through the ages. She remains a symbol of female empowerment and a reminder that history is often written by those who dare to challenge the status quo. As Wu Zetian solidified her power, she implemented significant reforms that altered the landscape of governance. One of her key initiatives was to promote meritocracy, allowing individuals from humble backgrounds to rise based on talent rather than birth. This move not only disrupted the aristocracy, but also fostered a new class of capable officials. In the realm of education, Wu Zetian emphasized the importance of knowledge. She established state-funded schools and promoted literary works that highlighted her achievements and those of women. This educational reform contributed to a cultural renaissance that celebrated feminine perspectives in literature and philosophy. Wu's ascent to power was not without opposition. Her rise was marked by ruthless political maneuvers, including the elimination of rivals. Famously, She orchestrated the downfall of the powerful Zhao family, showcasing her willingness to eliminate any threats to her authority. Despite her controversial methods, Wu Zetian was a master of propaganda. She commissioned works that portrayed her as a divine ruler, linking her reign to Buddhist beliefs. This strategic move aimed to legitimize her authority and portray her as the chosen leader of heaven. Wu Zetian also championed women's roles in society, elevating their status within the imperial court. She encouraged women to engage in politics, appointing them to influential positions. This was revolutionary for the time, allowing women to play critical roles in governance. Her reign also marked advancements in the arts and sciences. Wu supported the creation of innovative technologies and artistic expressions, leading to developments in poetry, painting, and printing. This era produced some of China's most renowned artists, showcasing the flourishing culture. However, Wu Zetian faced backlash from Confucian scholars who opposed her leadership style and policies. They viewed her as a usurper, and their criticism often echoed throughout the empire, framing her reign as a deviation from traditional values. To counteract dissent, Wu employed a network of spies and informants. This intelligence apparatus helped her maintain control over the political landscape, suppressing any uprisings and ensuring loyalty among her officials. Fear and loyalty intertwined under her reign. The stability of Wu's rule was also reflected in the economy. Under her leadership, trade flourished, and agricultural policies were refined, leading to prosperity across the empire. Her economic reforms laid the groundwork for future advancements. Wu Zetian's death in 705 AD did not mark the end of her influence. Her legacy continued to shape the Tang Dynasty and subsequent Chinese history. Many of her successors would draw inspiration from her groundbreaking reforms and policies. In the centuries that followed, Wu was alternately vilified and revered in historical accounts. Some chroniclers depicted her as a tyrant, while others recognized her contributions to governance and women's rights. This dichotomy reflects the complex nature of her legacy. Modern interpretations of Wu Zetian often highlight her role as a feminist icon. Scholars have reevaluated her contributions, emphasizing her impact on women's rights and the broader implications of her rule for gender equality in leadership. The narrative of Wu Zetian also serves as a reminder of the potential of women in leadership. As societies continue to grapple with gender norms, her story remains relevant, inspiring new generations to challenge the status quo. In commemorating Wu's legacy, numerous cultural works have been inspired by her life. From films to literature, her story resonates across different mediums, fostering a renewed interest in the life of this remarkable empress. As the only female emperor in Chinese history, Wu Zetian's reign was a radical departure from centuries of male-dominated rule. Her life and leadership challenge historical narratives and encourage a re-evaluation of women's roles in governance. The complexity of Wu Zetian's character adds depth to her story. She was not just a ruler, but a strategist, a patron of the arts, and an advocate for social change. Her multifaceted persona enriches our understanding of her impact on Chinese history. Through her reign, Wu Zetian demonstrated that power could be wielded in various forms. Her legacy emphasizes not only her achievements, but also the barriers she faced as a woman in a patriarchal society. Wu Zetian's story also prompts reflections on contemporary leadership styles. Leaders today can learn from her ability to navigate the complexities of power and the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. Her approach to governance combined pragmatism with vision. Wu Zetian understood the needs of her people, leading her to adopt policies that strengthened the state while promoting social welfare. Ultimately, Wu Zetian's life serves as a case study in the potential for transformative leadership. Her reign opens up discussions about the role of gender in power dynamics and the possibilities of leadership for future generations. As history continues to evolve, Wu Zetian's narrative reinforces the need for inclusive histories that recognize the contributions of women. It challenges us to critically examine past injustices and their lasting implications. The legacy of Wu Zetian encourages a reimagining of leadership that values diversity and promotes equality. Her life exemplifies the power of resilience, intellect, and the capacity to inspire change in society. In literature, Wu Zetian's story has inspired countless authors and playwrights to explore themes of power and gender. Her figure serves as a compelling character in narratives that challenge traditional gender roles. The examination of Wu's reign encourages important dialogues about leadership styles and the necessity for diverse voices in governance. It serves as a reminder that leadership can take many forms and should not be confined to traditional norms. In the context of gender studies, Wu Zetian's rule is a focal point for examining how female leaders navigate challenges. Her story can provide insights into contemporary discussions about women in positions of power. As we delve deeper into Wu Zetian's legacy, we uncover layers of complexity in her governance. Each decision she made was a blend of ambition, strategy, and social awareness, qualities that define effective leaders. The impact of Wu Zetian's reign can also be seen in the way it has shaped cultural perceptions of female authority. Her legacy challenges the notion that power is inherently masculine, redefining leadership in a more inclusive manner. In reflecting on her story, it becomes clear that Wu Zetian's influence extends beyond her reign. She represents a turning point in the historical narrative, paving the way for future female leaders to emerge in various fields. Wu Zetian's reign encourages us to question our understanding of power dynamics. By analyzing her life, we are prompted to challenge existing paradigms and consider how women have historically shaped governance. As we continue to explore Wu Zetian's legacy, it becomes evident that her story is not just a tale of an empress, but a narrative rich with lessons on leadership, resilience, and the ongoing struggle for equality. As Wu Zetian consolidated power, she faced relentless opposition from the established aristocracy. Their disdain for her rise was palpable, as they viewed her ascent as an affront to traditional Confucian values. Yet, she skillfully maneuvered through these challenges by employing a mix of intelligence and strategic alliances. Wu Zetian's reign marked a significant shift in the political landscape of the Tang Dynasty. She introduced meritocratic principles that allowed individuals to rise based on merit rather than noble birth. This revolutionary approach not only expanded bureaucratic efficiency, but also challenged entrenched social norms. Among her most notable reforms was the establishment of a national examination system. This system enabled commoners to enter government service, leading to a more competent administration. It was a radical departure from the previous practices, where nobility held almost exclusive control over power. However, Wu Zetian did not shy away from using ruthless tactics to eliminate her enemies. Historical accounts reveal chilling tales of purges and exile that helped secure her rule. These actions were often justified as necessary for the stability of her reign amidst the chaos of political intrigue. Despite the brutalities, Wu Zetian's policies led to a period of unprecedented prosperity. The economy flourished, and cultural achievements blossomed under her patronage. Poetry, art, and scholarship thrived, marking a golden age that contributed to her legacy as a transformative ruler. Wu Zetian's relationship with Buddhism also played a crucial role in her rule. She promoted the religion as a means to legitimize her authority, commissioning temples and statues that glorified her reign. This spiritual alignment helped solidify her power and appeal among the populace. The empress was also a patron of literature and the arts. She inspired works that celebrated her legacy and sought to immortalize her achievements. Wu Zetian understood the power of narrative and used literature to craft her image and communicate her vision for China. In her later years, Wu Zetian faced growing challenges from rival factions within her court. Despite her earlier successes, the loyalty of many officials was increasingly suspect. This internal discord posed a significant threat to her authority and necessitated deft political maneuvering. In response to her political adversaries, Wu Zetian strategically elevated trusted allies and positioned them in key roles. These moves not only secured her immediate power, but also cultivated a loyal following that would support her initiatives against opposition. As her reign progressed, Wu Zetian's health began to decline. Despite this, she remained actively involved in state affairs, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to governance. Her resilience was evident as she continued to wield influence even in her waning years. The final years of her life were marked by a growing sense of uncertainty in the empire. As her control began to slip, rumors of her impending death fueled political intrigue. Factions that once respected her authority now vied to fill the power vacuum she would leave behind. Before her death, Wu Zetian appointed a successor she believed would continue her vision for China. This decision was crucial, as it demonstrated her desire for stability beyond her reign. By influencing the next generation of leadership, she hoped to solidify her legacy. Upon her passing, Wu Zetian's legacy was immediately contested. Her successors faced the daunting task of reconciling her controversial rule with the desires of a society eager to return to traditional values. The debates surrounding her reign would resonate through history. Despite the controversies, the impact of Wu Zetian on the role of women in governance was profound. Her reign inspired future generations of female leaders who looked to her as a symbol of strength and capability. The seeds she planted would eventually blossom in surprising ways throughout history. In the centuries following her death, Wu Zetian's legacy evolved into a multifaceted narrative. Historians and scholars have debated her role and contributions, often reflecting the societal attitudes towards women and power at various points in time. Her story is both a cautionary tale and an inspiration. Today, Wu Zetian is recognized not only for her controversial rule, but also for the barriers she broke. She stands as a testament to the complexities of leadership and the potential of women to shape history. Her life invites us to reflect on the narratives we create around power and governance. The legacy of Wu Zetian raises critical questions about gender and power dynamics that are still relevant today. How do we acknowledge the contributions of women in history? As society continues to evolve, her story serves as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for equality and representation in leadership roles. As we reflect on Wu Zetian's impact, it's essential to recognize the nuances of her governance. While her methods were often ruthless, they were also a product of a tumultuous era where survival necessitated extraordinary measures. Her story is as much about the time she lived in as it is about her individual actions. Ultimately, the tale of Wu Zetian is a lens through which we can examine not only the past, but also the present and future of women's roles in governance. Her life challenges us to consider how we can create spaces for diverse voices in leadership and encourage the next generation to rise. As we conclude this exploration of Wu Zetian's revolutionary rule, her influence continues to resonate in contemporary discussions about power and gender. Her legacy reminds us that the path to equality is often fraught with challenges, yet it is a journey worth pursuing, inspiring us to advocate for change. As Wu Zetian's reign came to a close, her unparalleled power shifted the dynamics of the Tang Dynasty, setting a precedent for future rulers. Her governance was marked by strategic reforms that prioritized merit over aristocratic birth. These changes laid the groundwork for a more equitable society. Despite facing immense scrutiny throughout her life, Wu Zetian's policies encouraged the rise of talented individuals from humble backgrounds. She established a civil service exam system that allowed for greater social mobility. This revolutionary approach transformed the bureaucratic landscape of China. Wu Zetian's commitment to the arts and education fostered a cultural renaissance during her reign. Literature and poetry flourished, inspiring generations of artists and thinkers. Her support for intellectual pursuits demonstrated her understanding of the power of culture in governance. As her influence expanded, Wu Zetian also addressed the challenges of governance with innovation. She implemented effective tax reforms that relieved the burdens on peasants, promoting agricultural growth. This led to enhanced productivity and stability in the empire. Wu Zetian's legacy is not solely defined by her political acumen, but also by her role as a mother and mentor. Her daughters were raised to be powerful and educated, exemplifying her vision for women in leadership. This empowerment resonated through generations. After her death, Wu Zetian's reign was often downplayed in historical narratives, overshadowed by her male successors. However, her contributions to Chinese history remain significant. Scholars and feminists have increasingly recognized her role in shaping the political landscape. Modern interpretations of Wu Zetian reflect a shift in understanding women's roles in history. Documentaries, books, and academic studies celebrate her achievements, acknowledging that her rule was revolutionary for not only her time, but for future generations of women leaders. As discussions around gender equality continue today, Wu Zetian serves as an enduring symbol of female empowerment. Her life story inspires women to challenge societal norms and pursue leadership roles across different fields and cultures. The legacy of Wu Zetian prompts us to reevaluate the narratives we share about history. Are we recognizing the contributions of women who have shaped our world? Wu's life invites us to unearth stories that have long been obscured. As we reflect on Wu Zetian's revolutionary rule, her strategic brilliance and fearless determination remind us that the fight for equality is ongoing. Her story continues to empower individuals to speak out and strive for change in their communities. Wu Zetian's unprecedented reign challenges us to imagine a world where diverse voices lead. Her legacy serves as a clarion call for continued advocacy, encouraging us all to break barriers and forge paths toward a brighter, more inclusive future. In the end, Wu Zetian exemplifies the power of resilience and ambition. Her story teaches us that the pursuit of justice and equality is a profound journey, echoing through history and inspiring future leaders to rise and make their mark.